Hello once again everyone, and welcome to Kruznik's Sanctuary. I'm your host, Kruznik X, and we are back for the Path of the Blue Mage. Thankfully, thanks to patch 5.15 in Shadowbringers, we now have some new quests to deal with. So, let's recap where we left off last time. In the last episode of Path of the Blue Mage back in Stormblood, we fought and won against Azul Magia, aka Wastrak, who pretty much saw the error in his ways. He hasn't stopped the ceruleum mining business, but he's at least giving Lapis Canyon a very, very wide berth. With that being said, Martyn is thought of opening a Blue Mages Guild to rub the Arcanist Guild's nose in it, but we won't talk about that right now. For right now, there are new quests to unlock and more Blue Mage goodness to come. Let's speak with Martyn and start this new quest line with the level 50 quest, Into the Blue Again. Hello, mate. Been polishing your skills, have you? I'll admit, I've had a fair bit on my plate recently. What with performing at the Celestium and running the Blue Mages Guild? That's right, Chris. I finally gone and opened up a guild. How can I not, given all the demand? Folk have been fairly climbing over each other to sign up and get their mitts on my soul crystals. You've probably seen a fair few on your travels, trading blows with the local cactuars and whatnot. They'll do anything to study the blue arts under the great Azuro, star of the Celestium. Thanks to them, my lifelong, well, almost lifelong dream of running my own guild has come true. Ah, speak of the devils! Why, if it ain't two of my star pupils, Piande and Nutiba.
Can it be true? Has Azura II at long last deigned to grace us with his presence? I can't believe we finally have the chance to meet you in person! Please, I beg of you, accept us as your apprentices! We'll follow you anywhere!
Well... Oi! I think you're forgetting who the guildmaster is around here. Besides, I've got other plans for Chris. If you two can afford to stand about chewing the fat, you've got time to go and get yourself some new spells. Go on, hop to it. I feel bad for Martyn. Gods give me strength. If they ever get their heads out of their clouds and get into the spell books for a change, they might bloody well learn something. Look at me. I nearly forgot that I'm supposed to be performing soon. Fancy coming to see your old friend, the great Azuro, in action? Of course, you won't be watching from the stands with all the unwashed masses. I've got a front row spot with your name on it. Alright, let's see. The behemoth, huh? We fought this for... Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the magnificent, the stupendous, the great Azuro! Not to be outdone by his apprentice Azuro II, he has handpicked one of the most fearsome pit fiends as his opponent, the savage, the gargantuan, Kronprince Behemoth! Haven't seen Aqua Breath in... Ooh, Missile! The great Azura opens with a volley of his tried and true spells, yet the behemoth shows no signs of backing down. Woohoo! Magic hammer. Some ice breath in there. Ooh, Quasar, nice. My word, ladies and gentlemen, not even the Crown Prince of Beasts could withstand these never-before-seen techniques! Well, never before seen if you didn't just watch my episodes. Victory goes to the great Azura! Nice! Impressive. So, what did you think? I'll bet you thought the great Azura couldn't get any greater. Between the mass carnival and running the guild, I somehow found time to pick up a few new spells. I went all the way to Ishgard and tried my luck against creatures so horrible they'd make a behemoth blubber. It was worth the trip, though. Now my repertoire of blue magic is bigger than ever, and let me tell you, the crowds have been lapping it up. You'd think that the Celestium would reward all this extra effort by bumping up my pay, but apparently not. Actually, that reminds me. Royce said there's someone she wants me to meet over at the Miners Guild. No idea what it's about, but maybe I'm getting a raise after all. Since you're here, you should tag along as well. If there's extra gil on offer, I wouldn't want you to miss out. I'm thoughtful like that, you know? Thank God we're right near the Miners Guild. Haven't been here since Path of the Miner, but I've been kind of behind on other things, you know?
I'm glad you could join us, my dear. Wait here a moment, would you?
Well, one of the Syndicate.
It is my privilege to introduce the great Master Feargeist, esteemed member of the Syndicate and chairman of Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern. Martyn, you will no doubt be delighted to hear that he found your match against Crown Prince Behemoth most exhilarating.
I had no idea that such a distinguished and upstanding member of the community was in our audience. That was quite a display, young man. I must say, until I witnessed it for myself, I was under the impression that the mass carnival was little more than a frivolous distraction, a far cry from the time-honored traditions of the Colosseum. All it took was one match to disprove such misgivings. This blue magic of yours is truly a spectacle like none other. That's, very kind of you, Squire. I mean, sir.
And would I be correct in assuming that we have your support?
Why, yes. From this day forth, Amagina & Sons Mineral Concern shall provide all the financial backing you should require.
You do us a great honor, Master Feargeist.
Now that has been decided, there are other, rather less interesting matters to which I must attend. I shall have my assistants draw up the necessary contracts and so forth. And with that, I bid you good evening.
Now, I suppose you're wondering what has prompted all of this. While the Mass Carnival has become a roaring success, for which I have the both of you to thank, our menagerie of pit fiends has been eating into our profits, in a quite literal sense. Simply keeping them fed is monstrously expensive. And there is the fact that the crowds will soon grow tired of us dragging out the same old creatures,
So, we need to invest in having ever more exotic and dangerous beasts brought in by experienced adventurers, which cost a pretty gil as well. That's why I invited Feargeist to visit the Colosseum. That walking coin press is known as much for his love of the Colosseum as he is for being ludicrously wealthy. And just between the three of us, it seems his position within the Syndicate is nowhere near as stable as he would like it to be. He's desperately searching for a new venture that will give him the edge over his rivals. Though I can't attest to how much the chairman stands to benefit from our partnership, I'm quite confident of our own prospects. For our part, we're going to come up with new performances to generate more excitement. So that's Master Feargeist. It's good to finally put a face to the name. I wonder if Amagina and Sons would be interested in propping up the Blue Mages Guild. Was I thinking out loud? Forget I said anything. Anyway, I can't wait to see what the lads back at the guild make of this little development. Shall we? Well, it's good that the Celestium is getting more funding. By the sounds of it, Lois will be lining up some different foes for us to face in the Mass Carnival. Knowing her, our safety is the least of her concerns, so we'd better be ready for whatever she has to throw at us. That's why I took the liberty of adding a few more entries to your spellbook. Like any good student, you'll be wanting to follow in your teacher's footsteps, which will lead you to Ishgard. And when you get there, what better spell to learn than Northerlies? A nice blast of freezing cold air is just a trick when things get too hot to handle. Ah, yes. If you feel like adding some other blue magic to your arsenal, Trademark Ja has some brand new totems that might be worth a look. One more thing. At the risk of inflating your ego, I'd say your blue magic will be on par with mine before long, so I have a mind to put you to work training some of the apprentices. But that's assuming you make it back from Ishgard in one piece. Watch yourself out there. Those frost-encrusted bastards roaming about the snowfields take no prisoners. Well, the next one will be unlocked as soon as we attain Northerlies, because we're already level 60. But do we have any? Nope, just the same old ones. Okay. Anything from... Okay, so the next Blue Mage quest will be the level 53 quest. Something borrowed, something blue. But we'll do that in the next episode. Until then, that's it for this episode of Cruisnick Sanctuary. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live from PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're well informed, and feel free to subscribe to me if you want to contribute to the Cruisnick Sanctuary cause. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more by me, click here to watch the next episode, and click here to watch the previous one.